Tusky Valley Trojans on a great season and remind you about the great services offered by Pro Stripe Landscaping. Call for an estimate on leaf pickups, mowing, striping, and the complete range of lawn care and landscaping. Pro Stripe uses professional equipment and they're bonded and licensed. Call Steve and Linda at 330-364-6200. Well, Joe, the defenses from both teams, great. Tusky Valley now needs to get an edge and get the ball moving, but first they got to stop the Crusaders.
Yeah, both defenses have been playing a will of a ball game, and we'll see what the Trojans talked about during halftime and come out and play the second half.
Well, picked up on the run at the 16-yard line, and pretty good momentum for number 11.
Yeah, Max Connor did a nice job of running forward to catch the football, and as the momentum was bringing him forward, he had a burst of speed and brings it up close to the 40-yard line, just past the 40-yard line.
Trojans not unused to coming from behind and playing their better half of football in the second half, and they hope they can continue that now as they're in playoffs, and to get to another level, they've got to turn this thing around in the next two quarters. Handed off Salter, and he dives for 4 or 5 yards.
He was tripped up in there by the safety, Mike Kane. Just basic off-tackle play that Central's going to try to control the line of scrimmage early on this third quarter.
Safeties are Mike Kane, number 13, and Jeff Eckinger, number 12. Corners, Jake Patton and Ricky Craven, number 18. Second down, 6. Both teams well disciplined, and not many penalties in this. Running for his life, and the Trojans make the play. Back at the 40-yard line, loss on it play.
Good play made in there by Matt Spillman, doing a nice job from his end spot. Didn't buy the fake that time.
By Joey Rhodes, 14. He and Kyle McBride share the quarterback duties, and now they're going with that option. Joey Rhodes, the sophomore at quarterback. Third down and 12. Back to the 40-yard line of the Crusaders. So now we're back to that same place that the Trojans were in the first half. They get some field position if they can stop the Crusaders from picking up a first down across midfield. And they will do so.
That time,
Natali.
Central defenders, TV defenders did a nice job of closing that trap. Caleb Marburger led the troops.
Stan Gertel off the bottom, 200-pound senior, number 51. Fourth down, the full 10 needed for the first down. And Brent Crawford on to punt again. Again, averages 36 yards and single safety. Back for the Trojans.
Brandon Beitzel.
Hopes he gets it around the 25. That's where he's standing. He's going to have to go to get it, though, because it bounces out of bounds. Well, actually heads out of bounds, but he backed away from it inside the 20. Good punt.
Yeah, good punt by the Central. They kicked it to that void spot over on their sideline, and Beitzel had to run clear across field to attempt to field a punt.
45, 46, close to 47 yards. And so, Trojans get the ball for the first time in the second half. Wideouts, 2 to the right side. Matt Spillman being the flanker of the two. And let's see if they have adjusted the blocking. In any case, here comes Spillman. And Steve Spillman gets good yardage on first down.
John Friedman making a stop from his defensive secondary spot. Nice play. Made in there a short side trap that they tried to get Spillman loose. He picked up a nice gain, 9 yards.
Yard needed for the first down. 2nd and 1 from the 20, make it to 27-yard line. Just underway third quarter, first series for Tusky Valley after holding on defense. Down 7-0 and get the first down. Running right at you on the 30-yard line.
Spielman once again on the lead play. All ball through him, a nice block. Also big number 77, Jake Miller from his right tackle spot.
And if you haven't followed the Trojans, know that they can break some big plays and have done so this year. 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line, 9:08. So any moment would be a good time to get the equalizer up on the scoreboard. Two backs in the backfield. Looking for a hole, sliding outside. Here comes Steve Spillman.
That time, Central defender Gabe Turk crashed in there hard to force Spillman for a short gain.
Charlie
if
Lopez
any.
helping out as well from a weak safety spot, as he's labeled. They list him as weak safety and strong safety. And weak side linebackers and strong side linebackers. Just little variations on how coaches list their defensive players. 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line, no gain. And we'll go the other side. No room there for Steve Spillman again.
That's right, and they tried to sneak Spillman up through the hole, and Brandon Jarrett was there from his defensive tackle spot to make the stop for the Crusaders.
8-11, third quarter. Watching it on cable TV 2, powered by Torelli Video. The last of our Tuscarawas County playoff teams here in Division 4.
You notice Central defenders, Tim, they got 8 guys within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, and they just dare Tusky Valley just to establish that run.
From the shotgun, the Trojans going to try to pick up the yardage and thrown over the head of the wide receiver on the far side, number 16, Jake Patton. 4th down. Trojans will give it back to the Crusaders.
That time, Charlie Lopez came on a corner blitz, and I think he hurried the quarterback Kane on throwing the football.
Pretty much standing room crowd here at overflow with seats in the end zone to the right side. And both sides well represented in this Division 4 matchup, as the line of scrimmage is the 33 for Steve Spillman. And I guess that was a fair catch. It hit the ground at the 49.
Yeah, Matt Johnson signaled for the fair catch, but once it's a live ball, it's anybody's ball if he drops it.
That's at the 40-yard line, and that's where the Crusaders will have it. Tusky Valley has to hold again. It's been their defense, both of them, both teams, that have kept this game moving. Number one, as both teams like to go on the ground when they can. And keeping it low, scored 7-0 Crusaders. Well, the man who did the damage, Mitchell Anderson, right at the bottom of your screen. And you have McBride back at quarterback. Salter tries to go left, then right. Across the 40 to the 42 on the first down play. Couple-yard pickup.
Yeah, Nick Host from his linebacker spot sniffing the play out and dropping Salter down for close to a 2-yard gain.
Host with about 100 tackles on the regular season, 58 of those solos. Those linebackers usually lead the team in the tackle department. We're at 7 minutes, third quarter. 2nd and 8. Play seems to be going to the right. That's the way they're looking. Good defense by the opposite quarterback.
Yeah, it was Mike Kane from the safety spot. He came underneath, and they tried to hook up the tight end coming to drag underneath, and Kane did a nice job zeroing in on the football and knocking it down.
Some great tips by the Tusky Valley squad. They've had one interference call, and then, of course, that was big in keeping a drive going that resulted in the score late in the first half. Central leads 7-0. Again, the alternating quarterbacks, but McBride, number 13, the senior, who took the most snaps there this season for Central, will go straight back to pass. They'll try to get some pressure on him. He throws long, and a great catch out of the air at the 42. He's down to the 30, to the 25-yard line. And taken in by Mike Fondrias, the tight end.
6'2", 205-pound tight end, just got in the second level of the Trojan secondary, made an excellent catch, and you see he did a nice run afterwards.
We talked about his speed earlier.
Look at the play once again. He threw the corner route. Beitzel along with Jeff Eckinger making a stop.
About 33 yards on that pass. Salter finds some room. He'll go for the touchdown that quickly from the 23-yard line. That's a big score for the Crusaders at 6:27 third quarter.
Yeah, he should have burst the speed by the tailback on that play. Just followed his way through the Central lineman, looking to play once again, faking a fullback, leading up through there, hurdling a one defender and just splitting two defenders, racing untouched into the end zone.
13-0 in the try for the extra point to come from Kyle McBride, the quarterback. Matt Johnson, number 17, holds. And the Trojans will have their work cut out for them as there's timeout on the field. 14-0, the Crusaders of Canton Central over Tusky Valley, 6:27, third quarter.
Bank, the bank for you. Convenience. Advantage Bank offers many choices for all your banking needs. Internet banking, ATM, and drive-through services are offered for the busiest consumer. Free checking, money markets, CDs, and business checking are the most valuable deposit options. Don't forget the great construction, refinancing, consumer, and commercial loans that are part of their lending program. Advantage Bank, the bank for you.
Well, Canton Central Catholic takes a definite edge here at 6:27 third quarter, going up by 2 scores in a game that has been defense abounding from both squads. So the Trojans, Joe, have to answer, but the Crusaders did themselves a great service by getting a score up, and they do it in a couple of big plays.
Yeah, McBride to Fondras, 33-yard pass reception, and then you see where the tailback takes it in from 23 yards out.
This one will bounce. Oh, they're going to have trouble picking it up at the 13. Cutting it back. Beitzel up the middle. He comes. And at the 20, as we see bodies bouncing around on the field with some great hits out there. And there's been a lot of tough hitting from these two squads in week 11 in the extra week.
Yeah, Jeremy Spohr, the other return man back deep, threw him a nice block to spring him around this side. And the Trojans are going to set up on the 22-yard line.
Well, they're going to have to look for some variances a little bit to mix up the offense, as the big plays are few and far between so far. Now down by 14-0. They go to the air immediately on first down and pick up 10, and it looked like it was going to turn into more, and a lot of activity out of bounds across the way.
Yeah,
number 12 takes in the pass for the Trojans.
Yeah, it was Jeff Eckinger made a nice catch and run after catch. Just looking to play once again. This Kane was in the shotgun and just ran a 5-yard out and picked up close to 10 yards, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Yeah, they want to get it marked properly across the way. So, clock stopped as he went out of bounds from the shotgun with wide receivers both direction, and Kane looks. He's going to tuck it away and run for 3, maybe 4 yards. And you see the host of tacklers finally going to bring him down. As
you see Mike Kane's strength running the football. He was looking for his receiver Eckinger once again on a little stop pattern, but good coverage on the DB there. And he elected to run it upfield and picked up 5 yards.
Mike, good support in the rushing department for the Trojans this year with 262 yards coming in. Picks up 5 there, second down 5. And then nowhere to go. They've really stopped Kyle Allball's game in this one. Outstanding season, but just nothing going in this game.
Yeah, Andrew Weber gave him the hello on that play. He stayed home and sniffed out the inside handoff. You see, looking to play once again. He just fought through inside of the block.
185-pound tackle. The senior stops it and back for long yardage. Third down 8 for the Trojans. Jake Patton brings the play in. Eckinger's number 12. As they come up to the line, Eckinger goes far right. Patton goes to the left. Kane needs some time. That line's got to give him some opportunity to throw the ball. Holding him out, but they're coming hard. He's hit as he throws, but he completes it for the first down. Eckinger across the 45-yard line, and boy, was he hit.
A nice route by Eckinger. Ran a nice little curl pattern, squatted right down at the first down, caught the ball, and even turned upfield for a couple extra yards.
In the face of on-charging defender.
You see where Kane does a nice job of stepping into his throw. Eckinger with an excellent catch and taking it up to the 48-yard line.
During midfield, the Trojans trying to counter. They're down 2 scores. They adjust the wide receivers on the right and left. Kane needs a little extra help to stop anybody coming in. He has it this time, and he picks up 8 yards, maybe 9, to the number 4 coming across. It's again Weekly. Devin brings it down.
Devin Weekly did a nice job of just running a little stop route, picking up some good yardage.
Give him 8. Second down across midfield. They'll need a couple as they mark it at between the 43 and 44, as you see it right there. Ty Simmelink bringing you the shots from up above. And he had good time that time, but on the ground they'll pick up the first down at the 40, and a little extra help on the tackle. Diving across the top comes John Friedman. Didn't need him, but he made sure that it wasn't going any further.
Kyle Oldball did a nice job of putting two hands around the football because the central defenders was looking to strip him, and did a nice job of moving the power forward, picking up another first down for the Trojans.
Trojan fans trying to lend their support as the 12th player, making some noise here. As Weekly goes far left, the lone wideout as I look at it, and they'll take it on the ground. Kyle Albaugh. We're at 3:56 third quarter. The Trojans really do need to finish this drive and get one of those scores back. They pick up about 3 yards on the play, second down rather, and 7 after the big first down picked up on the ground. And I think Central's going to, well, they're just trying to adjust the defense. They're flopping back and forth and not sure what they're doing. Maybe the Trojans can catch him here as Kane comes back under center. Still has a flip back to him, and he's in trouble. I don't think it would have worked even if it was a good flip back.
Yeah, that time they tried the hook and ladder, but like I say, when you got 8 guys in the box, you can't account for each man, and that time you see where the defense made a play, and Kane bobbled the pitch back, and you see look at the play once again where Central's gushing that front line, but he did a nice job of hanging on to the football.
So third down, 15. Ball is back out to the 47-yard line, and somebody needs to break free, and Kane has to have time to find him. Deep, he has one. He throws it up. Now it's up for grabs. And if the offensive man's got it at the 12-yard line, Eckinger.
Jeff Eckinger did a nice job of positioning his body.
Protected himself. Strong. And, of course, we saw a play in the New Philadelphia game that if the offensive man gets it and they fight for it, he hangs on. Even if they both have it, the offensive man gets it. But watch this.
Look at the play once again. You see where Kane does a nice job of keeping this ball in play. And Eckinger goes up between 3 central defenders to haul in this reception.
Trojans in business. They mark at the 13-yard line. They need to finish this drive. Kane wants to run, uses a block to the 10, maybe to the 9-yard line. 3 of the Crusaders there.
Led by number 20, Andrew Weber. Yeah, Kane that time was setting up to throw a pattern, and I think it was Spillman threw him a nice block to spring him outside, and he picked it down to the 9-yard line.
Trojans can pick a first down up before they have to get to the goal line and around the 3-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Steve Spillman's been quiet. He'd like to get a good block. He gets the ball. He gets to the 10, to the 5, and close to a first down at about the 4-yard line.
Good run made there by Spillman.
Now you count on your offensive line to get you some holes, and then I'll do the rest, he says. And he gets it in close to the first down. 3rd and about 1.5 yards, but they call it 1.
That time Spillman powered his way through a couple arm tackles by the central defense.
Trojans need a line surge straight ahead to get this first down and 4 more shots. Albaugh still going to the 2, to the 1. No stopping him that time, and he gets the 1st and goal set up. Gabe Turk rode him to the ground.
Real strong run in there by the fullback. I think he drug about 2 or 3 central defenders on his back down to the 1-yard line.
Well, Albaugh has 13 touchdowns, so he's pretty sure-handed. And the way they surged that time, you'd think they could get this yard. It's 1st and goal from the 1. 14-0 as we're at 1:08 to go, 3rd quarter, as the Trojans try to climb right back into this game. Spillman, touchdown. Steve Spillman takes it in from the 1-yard line. Albaugh right there leading the way.
Just a basic down blocking by the play side lineman of the Trojans. Albaugh just let him up through the hole, and he takes it in from 2 yards or from 1 yard out.
And they're trying to get him set up so the Trojans can try for the extra point. Devin Weekly does the extra point kicking. It's down. The kick is up. And it's good. 59 seconds remaining third quarter. The Trojans are on the board. It's Canton Central 14, Tusky Valley 7.
Bank. First Federal Community Bank. Starts with first-rate people, true banking professionals who have the know-how and the decision-making authority to get things done, like fast loan approvals that happen right here in our own Boulevard Loan Center. We're at your service every day and even around the clock. When second best won't do for you, count on the First Place Bank, First Federal Community Bank. Community-owned, community-managed, the first place to go for first-rate banking.
We're back. The Trojans have picked up a little momentum. They'll go back on defense as they get ready to kick it back to the Crusaders, but they get a big toss and catch from their quarterback Kane to Eckinger that set up what was then the rest of the drive for the touchdown. It's 14-7.
A good play on that by the quarterback Kane. He didn't give up on the play. Like I say, a lot of times some guys might just want to throw it up there and have anybody catch it, but he had enough faith in Eckinger, and he went up high between three defenders and come down with a football.
So Weekly will kick it back to the Crusaders, and he's pumped up, kicks it down to about the 11. And the Trojans need to make a stop. And a good return out to the 40. And he slides. I think his knee touched there, but a good return.
Yeah, Corey Beatty, number 7, was there to make the stop, but Max Colliner did a nice job. That's the second excellent return that he's had so far tonight.
Exactly, as he was not contained, got outside and right at the 40s where the Crusaders have it and where the defense from the Trojans will face which quarterback? Number 14 coming on the field is Joey Rhodes, as Coach Kleinfelter mixing up the quarterbacks. And, of course, he has the 2 scores on the board to lead 14-7 over Tusky Valley. 49 seconds to go, third quarter, and the Trojan defense is up to meet them.
Led in there by the defensive tackle, Mark McConnell, along with Caleb Marburger.
Marburger, number 54, as the clock winds at 36 seconds. Ball still at the 40, 2nd and 10. Play comes in with Rob Hoagland, who will be a wide receiver in the formation, goes far to the right. Still Joey Rhodes, the sophomore quarterback. From the 40, 13 seconds, could be the last play in the third quarter. Trojans are there. Not sure who carried that time. Salter went the opposite way. Who gets off the bottom?
I think it was the fullback,
19.
number 19.
Natali. That's the end of the third quarter from Tusky Valley's field. Division 4, hope you're enjoying the coverage on cable TV 2. The Crusaders lead the Trojans 14-7.
We're here for you at the Chrysalis Counseling Center. We are a private counseling center located right in downtown New Philadelphia. The Chrysalis Counseling Center has many psychological, individual, marital, and family counseling services available. So whether you are preparing for marriage, creating a blended family, or adjusting to changes in life, we are here to help you. Call 330-364-9360 for help and healing to begin.
Whether remodeling your kitchen or bath, putting an addition onto your existing structure, or building a new home, call Talmac Construction at 330-364-8216, specializing in new construction and renovations.
Well, the fourth quarter's up, and it's a big 3rd and 8 as the Trojans will do well to hold and would like nothing better than to hold the Crusaders here and get the ball back to start this fourth quarter with a lot of time.
Yeah, defensively, they've been on the Central's offense right here.
Rhodes wants to throw. He's got the open man. This time not quite so sure-handed. He caught one about like that earlier. That's number 88, Mike Fondrist, and it's 4th down and 8.
That time he had Fondrist. Once again, he had a separation between his defender, but couldn't make the catch.
Was at the opposite 40, and the Trojans anticipate with Beitzel and Pat Kane getting the ball back on the punt, coming from Brent Crawford. His line of scrimmage is the 42. He'll kick it from somewhere around the 33-yard line. Trojans looking to try to get some kind of return and get some field position as the punt is away. It's a deep one. Beitzel going to have to watch it. He's going to catch it, going to fall on it at the 13-yard line. That's where the Trojans have it, 1st and 10.
Not a bad decision made by Beitzel.
Bolivar's Fire Department applauds the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans. Great season! And to all our Channel 2 viewers, the department offers the reminder that smoke alarms do save lives. Bolivar's Giant Eagle in Wilkshire Hills is proud of the Tusky Valley Trojans. Celebrating football, Thanksgiving, or the upcoming holidays, Bolivar Giant Eagle gets you prepared.
11:45, the Trojans have it, but they got to start deep at their own 13-yard line. And is it complete? Looks like it is. Far across the way. You got as good a look of it at it as we do, as Jake Patton took it in for a pickup of about 6 yards.
Yeah, Jake Patton ran a quick out route, and he got his feet in, both feet inbound. Actually, you only need one in high school, I think, Tim, to have a catch, and he did that.
And Joe, it's the Trojans mixing their offense up a little bit. They're having some success, and of course that's what it takes sometimes to get the running game oiled up, if that's your best part of the contest.
Yeah, because the last series that they started in the third quarter, they put Kane in a shotgun, and he's completed his last 5 passes. So they got a little bit of the mix and the run going in this drive.
2nd and 4 from the 18-yard line. Eckinger to the left side, but Kane keeps it and goes off the left side across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. It'll be 3rd down coming up.
Just a direct run by the quarterback, Kane, trying to find a little seam. But inside linebacker George Tabron making the stop for the Crusaders.
Dale Martini, head coach of the Tusky Valley Trojans, working with his coaches to see if they can pick up this first down. 3rd and 2, Martini 89 and 43. He'd love to pick up win 90 this year, and it would be with this game in week 11. 3rd and 2, ball at the 22-yard line. Will it be Albaugh? Will it be a throw? It'll be Kane keeping it himself, goes forward. I don't know if they missed the handoff. I'm not sure if it was just a fake, but he gets it across the 25 for the first down.
It looked like a double fake handoff, and you see the athletic ability that Mike Kane does on making a fake, and he's going to pick up a first down.
Trojans trying to jumpstart a drive that would get them even on the scoreboard if they could wind up crossing the goal line. Ball at the 25-yard line, plenty of time, 10:05, wide outs both directions. And still from the shotgun is Kane, looking for time, looking for an open receiver. He's got one deep, and the defender's there to take it down. Does not have it as he comes down, can't hang on to it, but it was more the defenders than the receivers.
Yeah, Eckinger, I tell you, made an excellent play from being an offensive player turning into a defensive player, because it looked like an interception was going to be made by Matt Johnson, but Eckinger did a nice job at batting the ball away from him, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Matt Johnson, the corner, one of the corners for the Crusaders at 6'2" and 170. And again, Eckinger at 6'1", 167. 9:51 clock stopped. That was a first down play, so 2nd and 10 for the Trojans as they come up to the line. Haven't heard from number 21 for a while either. That's Matt Spillman. He goes across the screen. And that's the way the play goes. It comes straight ahead. And a little bit of movement of the defense to allow some yardage.
John Friedman along with Gabe Turk making the stop.
Steve Spillman picks up about 6 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Trojans need to come up with the 3rd down play. Tusky Valley is going to take a timeout. And there is a timeout at 9:26 to play in the ball game. They need 4 yards. And that's what we'll look for. It's 14-7. When we return, the Crusaders lead the Trojans.
Power Sports, the fast track to power sports fun.
Blackhawk Power Sports with ATVs for hunting, fishing, farm work, racing, and trail riding, plus youth ATVs and dirt bikes. Get all your cruisers, sport bikes, and dirt bikes for racing and trail riding too. Remember, Blackhawk's fully authorized parts, accessories, and service departments. Fort Lawrence Road is seen from I-77. Website blackhawkpowersports.com.
We're back in the 4th quarter. There's 9:26 to play. I'm Tim Stavanis along with Joe Lowry, as Ryan Still is directing, and Ty Similik on camera, as we are seeing a big play for the Trojans. Plenty of time 4th quarter, Joe, but you don't want to let an opportunity go by it. Even here with 3rd and a long 4, they put 5 on the board.
Yeah, I think
they want to try to pick it up.
Good timeout taken there by Coach Martini, so the offense can all be on the same page because this is going to be a crucial down for the Trojans.
Eckinger right, Patton left on the wideouts. And Kane needs time. He steps away from the traffic, now runs, has a man open deep, and it's just over the outstretched arms. That's a couple of times that he's just overthrown some receivers. This time Eckinger, and it will be 4th down.
Yeah, the offensive line did a nice job of staying on their men, giving quarterback Kane ample time to find open receiver. And at that split second, Eckinger tried to get separation from his man and just slightly overthrown, and it's going to bring up a 4th down punt formation by the Trojans.
Anderson and Johnson back. 17 and 18. They are from right to left, those numbers. As pressure and a line shot to the 40-yard line. And right up the middle to midfield to the 40 to the 35. And that punt almost unnecessary as they bring it back all the way to the 35 from the 40.
Yeah,
25-yard return or more.
Colt Quillen making the stop. That almost could have been a game-breaking touchdown.
That's what happens when the punt sometimes is too much of a line and there's no time for the defense to get down and even make an adjustment. There was a defender down there, but he ran right by him as he made the catch in almost full stride. From the 35, Salter, who they've controlled pretty well here in the second half.
Kane making the stop from the safety spot.
Pick up of about 7, 2nd down 3, and so a big test for the defense for the Trojans, who have made some big stops, but then they get burned on a return on the specialty teams on a punt. Natali, the up back. Salter gets the ball, and he's to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He's that quick.
Oh, I tell you, excellent run made in there. That's just a basic, they just threw it off tackle play, and he cut it backside across the green and went untouched, 27 yards in the end zone. Looking to play once again. You see a nice cutback and the excellent vision by the running back.
And the Crusaders go up 20-7, getting that touchdown back very quickly. Matt Johnson to hold. McBride tries for his 3rd extra point in the game. 3 for 3 in that department, 8:25 to play in the game as the Crusaders move out in front of the Trojans, 21-7.
Fall in love with a new health product, Zango. Zango is the juice of the mangosteen plant, used in Asia for centuries as medicine. Now science brings mangosteen to you through distributors or select retail stores, including Village Drug in Sugar Creek and Meadowise Pharmacy on the Boulevard in Dover. Ask them for the free reports on mangosteen research, or read it yourself online. Mangosteen, it's making people feel better.
Zango today.
Remind you of some of our other game time sponsors for this Trojan football coverage. They include Wilkshire Golf, the Bolivar Dairy Queen, Harris Battery, Miller & Miller Insurance, Yesterday's on the Canal, Hostelers, Heritage Homes, and Judge Mary Wade Space. Joe, they score quickly, the Crusaders, getting to get back to the Trojans, and now they really need to formulate some offense.
Yeah, they had a good special teams play by Johnson on the punt return, and then tailback takes it in 27 yards out.
Beitzel from the 11-yard line gets a little bit of yardage out close to the 25. That's where the Trojans set up camp this time, as they need a score to counter as well and get back within 7 in this contest.
This would be another key drive for the Trojans. Still plenty of time. 8:20 left in the ball game. Only down 21-7.
Their defensive average has been met and passed by the Crusaders as they have gone up to 21 points. Kane from the shotgun, as they've done the last series. Looks to throw and underthrows Eckinger. Check it. Spillman.
Matt Spillman, yeah. Matt Spillman just ran a face route, tried to get it out of bounds, but the ball fell short.
So 2nd and 10. Beitzel comes into the lineup along with Jake Patton. Crusaders scored first late in the half to lead 7-0 and went up 14-0 before the Trojans cut it to a 7-point lead again and then came right back. He's down the middle. It's intercepted, just a little underthrown at the 45-yard line. Picked off by Matt Johnson. He nearly picked one off earlier.
That time, Johnson just playing his center field spot. You know, this situation, secondary is going to be looking for the football being thrown. He just made a good break on the football. Kane slightly underthrown it, and it was interception.
Jake Patton was the intended receiver, and he actually had run by the ball as Matt Johnson pulled it down. And we look now to see that Kyle McBride comes back on as the Crusaders might go to a little more conservative, drive the ball down your throat football here to eat up some time at 8:04 to play. Salter, and we know what he did the last time he handled the football.
Nice tackle made by Mark McDonald.
Takes it to the 40-yard line. Good pickup on first down, 7:52. 2 timeouts left for the Trojans. They used one to try to pick a first down as we check an injury on the field. And
it might be Eckinger.
It is, and while they tend to him, we'll take a moment from the Tusky Valley field where, again, the Crusaders lead the Trojans 21-7.
Experts recommend Robies for early walking stages. They are flexible, skid-resistant, machine-washable, durable, comfortable, and they slip on and stay on. Look no further because they're available at Teresa's Children's Apparel in downtown Dover. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m., Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m.
Great team, Trojans. Those words from Elite Cryogenics in the Industrial Park at Bolivar. Like a good football team, Elite Cryogenics works hard to be fair with quality in giving timely service.
What a treat, these 2005 Trojans. Congratulations and all the best from the Queen of Treats, Bolivar's Dairy Queen, located at the I-77 exit at Bolivar.
We're back as the injured player Eckinger went off the field. A little bit gimpy. Don't know whether he'll be able to return or not. 7.5 minutes as we approach that number right now. And the Crusaders moving the ball 2nd down and 5. Trojans anticipating. Salter will go outside, the 40, the 35.
Good run by the tailback there. Nick Holtz was there to make a good stop for the Trojan defense.
Ball at the 35-yard line, 7:26 to play. Again, the Crusaders up 21-7 and have picked off an interception and are moving from that point on this drive. Almost a scoreless first half, but the Crusaders scored late on a couple of plays that moved them downfield, including a pass play. Then they fumbled it into the end zone and covered it. Salter needs 5 or 6 for a first down. Won't get it here, but does get about 4 yards.
Yeah, Caleb Marburger did a nice job of tripping him up there just past the line of scrimmage because it looked like he could have ran for some extra yardage.
2nd down play, clock moving at 6:48. Trojans need to make the stop and get it back. Quarterback here again, there's 2 that they use, McBride and Rhodes, and McBride has been running this series, the senior, number 13. Sodello, the center, goes at 185. And we have an equipment check on Salter, and the official will take a short timeout. They stop the clock at 6:24. Clock started again now, and from the 29-yard line, 2nd down 5. Put it in the hands of Salter. That's what they've been doing, play after play. Inside the 25 it goes.
Yeah, Ricky Craven, number 18, inside linebacker, making a stop.
Craven, a junior in that linebacking core at 165. 3rd down and a couple of feet, maybe a foot.
Yeah, this drive we're going to definitely get a heavy dose of Charles Salter. He's been their workhorse all night.
No reason to go anywhere else. 1,034 yards coming in. And They'll just find the proper hole to go through and picks it up yardage to the 21. They'll stop the clock, move the yardsticks across the way.
Spielman along with Stan Goddard for the Trojans on the stop.
Defense has been doing such an outstanding job, and of course they've had to battle a couple of situations where they had short fields with the Crusaders. And this one's set up again by the interception by Matt Johnson. So Natali again, the blocking back in front as Salter to the 20, to the 15, and he'll drive to the 7. And no way do they want to let him move any further and holding his own.
Yeah, Devin Weekly did a nice job of holding him up until some more Trojan helmets can come on and get a lick.
Well, there's a way for the Trojans to stop this drive. I know they need it. There's a timeout called on the field.
Look at this play once again. You see where the secondary person, Devin Weekly, hangs on for some more Trojan tacklers to help out.
21-7 our score at that timeout called by the Trojan defense. They need to talk about it. We want to mention that Steve and Linda Moreland of Pro Stripe Lawn Care and Landscaping would like to congratulate the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans on a great season and remind you about the great services offered by Pro Stripe Landscaping. Call for an estimate on leaf pickups. Heavens knows they're coming down in truckloads. Mowing, striping, and the complete range of lawn care and landscaping. Those are the other things from Pro Stripe. And they use professional equipment, and they're bonded and licensed. Call Steve and Linda at 330-364-6200. Another one of our Game Time sponsors helping out with this Division IV high school football coverage from the playoffs here at Tusky Valley High School. Great crowd on hand, great weather. Trojans just unable to stop the Crusaders at key moments. And this is one of those. They need to come up with the big play. First and goal from the 9-yard line. Now they give it to the up back, Natali. Crosses the 5, and you see the stack.
Number 54, Caleb Marburger, along with number 53, Mark McDonald.
Heard their names a few times in this game. This has been an outstanding work-together team Tusky Valley's put together.
Yeah,
Lost that first game against Canton South and then string 9 wins together, many of them very impressively, and never given up because they had a couple of games that they were down in the second half and they were able to come back. And they did it in this one, but the Crusaders answered. So here we go. First and goal from the second and goal, from the 4. Salter just waits for the opening and dives to the 2.
Next play made in there by Jake Miller from his tackle spot.
The big man at 325. It's being looked at by some big schools.
Central went with the full house backfield, and they just tried to slice Salter on the outside, but he kind of tiptoed through there enough where Miller was able to make the stop.
Tusky Valley uses another timeout. They really know they cannot afford to give up a score, so they're going to find out what the coaches want. And we mentioned Chad Wallach, the offensive coordinator. We have Curtis Love, the defensive coordinator, and other coaches for the Tusky Valley Trojans. Dave Lautenschlager, as I try to read my writing. I know the coaches, but I didn't know what I had written there. And Jerry Kaboski for Coach Dale Martini do a fine job, and they are trying to find a way to stop the Crusaders from adding on any points here.
Yeah, and they knew coming in that it was going to almost have to play a perfect game, because when you get to the postseason, you really got to try to eliminate your mistakes if you want to have any chance of being successful in this tournament run. And Central was just able to capitalize on a couple mistakes, and that's where we stand at 21-7. They're once again knocking on the window to break this game real wide open.
3:52 to play, so here we come. 21-7 and third down. So they need to hold them for 2 more plays or knock the ball loose. Here's Salter straight ahead, and what a takedown.
Nice play made in there by Ricky Craven. Just came from his outside linebacker spot, crashed in there hard, and dropped the tailback for no gain.
2-yard line, 4th down. And
look at the play once again. You see where Craven just crashes down the line of scrimmage and makes a stop.
Great play by the junior at 5'8", so don't say you have to be large to play football. So they come up again. Can the Trojans do it? Would be a great win of a battle here. Quarterback still has it. They dive to the end zone. Natali find an opening to the right side, and the Crusaders get through, but the Trojans held tough to the end.
That time Central ran the unbalanced set on that right side, and the quarterback just took the snap and just veered up, and fullback just came right up through and went in from 2 yards out.
27-7. Kyle McBride to try the extra point. Again, he's the quarterback the majority of the time in this game, but he shared the duties. The kick is up and good at 3:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. 28-7. Canton Central over Tuscarawas Valley.
Congratulations, Tusky Valley Trojans, for this 2005 football season from Wilkshire Golf. Year-round golf, weather permitting, with a heated driving range. That's Wilkshire Golf Course.
Richard Liebold and Liebold Funeral Home recognize the hard work and congratulate the 2005 football Trojans. Liebold Funeral Home in the community to serve and to support when needed. Tremendous team, tremendous result.
Crusaders have scored again to make it 28-7. As the Trojans will try to make some noise when they get the football back here. After they came back, Joe, to cut it to 14-7, you thought they were turning the tide a little bit, but the Crusaders, a championship team in their own rights, even though they don't play in a league, quite a tradition. And of course, when the coach has the stadium named after him, you know that he's done a great job with the program.
Oh, I tell you, Lowell's been in the football coaching capacity for close to 40 years, and 33 of those years have been the head coach at Central Catholic.
Kick down the middle and went off to the left, picked up the 13-yard line. Beitzel had a lot of opportunities in this game. And Central Catholic specialty teams do a great job of containing and pursuing and doing the job of bringing down the ball carrier.
Yeah, kickoff team definitely ran straight down the field in their lanes, and Beitzel elected to run to the Trojan side of the field, and well-schooled that Central Catholic is, they didn't leave their lane and dropped him down to the 15-yard line.
So the Trojans come up, work from their 15-yard line, and wide receivers both directions as they've gone from the shotgun. The Trojans have the last 3 or 4 series. Kane in trouble, and he will go down. A good look at the defenders as they
Number 76, Timmy Miller, was giving him heavy rush on that backside. Kane was electing to throw. He had a post pattern. He was looking for one of his receivers.
Benjamin Willis, number 29, also helping out. Loss of 5 yards, so it's 2nd and 15, and Kane under the wire, has some time, runs right, cuts back, gets the lost yardage back, plus some, across the 15, about the 17-yard line.
Tabron making the stop from his linebacker spot. That time Kane elected to sprint out to his right, was looking for a Trojan receiver, couldn't find anything, and elected to take off running.
Trying to save time, 3rd down, 6. Spillman in motion. Kane being pursued, throws in time, and finds the open man, Spillman. Matt Spillman out across the 32. 1st down as they came right at you. And Matt Spillman, the senior. Great senior group on this squad. Lynch and Host and Marburger and Isaacs and 2 Spillmans, Matt and Todd.
Take a play once again. Nice job just throwing it over top because he had a younger Spillman underneath.
Kane throws to Eckinger back on the field across the 42. Pick up of 7 or 8. Out of bounds. Stops the clock. Minute 56 as the Trojans use the clock well so far here early.
Yeah, nice route. Right in there by Eckinger. Glad to see he's back on the field.
Kane as he brings the team back up quickly. Clock stopped as he went out of bounds, and going the other way was Steve Spillman. He turns upfield and thrown incomplete this time for Matt Spillman.
Yeah, nice play. Brought on by Brett Crawford, knocking the ball down from his linebacker spot.
3rd and 3. Beitzel bringing the play in from the sidelines. Some of those other seniors, Jake Patton and Jeff Eckinger, we've heard their names in this game. And of course, Kyle Albaugh would like to have a lot better game, but Central came prepared to deal with the 185-pound senior, and they've dealt with him pretty well. Third down, 3. This is Albaugh right here. That's what he can do. On cue, he does that to midfield for the first down and stops the clock a minute 46.
I tell you, Albaugh made an excellent run. He's not giving up. This could possibly be his last night on the Trojan home field. Look at this play once again. Just takes the inside handoff and barrels through a couple of tacklers. You see number 10 just getting a piggyback ride.
Kane then comes back. They hook and ladder and all. No room for Steve Spillman to go anywhere, so he just took off and wound up near the track on the far side. But it worked for enough yardage to pick up another first down, and the Trojans are on the move a minute 35.
Yeah, nice play brought down there in a little hook and lateral thrown to Patton, and he pitched it back to Spillman.
Eckinger to the left. Patton to the right. Kane running, gets a good block behind him, and Spillman dives to the 35. Clock will continue to run. Of course, the Trojans used their timeouts trying to stop the last score by the Crusaders, and that would have been very key as the Trojans moving it quickly. If they get a score here, it would be within a score, but they're down 28-7. Kane runs, throws. Oh, great catch at the sidelines. And taken out of bounds immediately. It was Eckinger.
Eckinger making another whale of a catch. That time, Kane sprinting out to his left. Did a nice job of squaring his shoulders up, running up field, and throwing a bullet.
Takes a lot of abuse as a receiver at 165 pounds. 1:08 to play. I've been watching it on Cable TV 2, powered by Torelli Video. The last of our Tuscarawas County playoff teams fighting down to the wire. Kane goes the other way. Nobody opening up. May have to run. Finds the open man across the middle. Throws a little behind him.
Yeah, good break on the ball by Charlie Lopez.
Had number 4, that's Devin Weekly, broke open, but Kane didn't have much more time. 2nd and 10. Ball's at the 27-yard line of the Crusaders. Trojans trail 28-7. Kane going to be approached from behind. He's running away from the traffic. And pretty well played by the defense that time.
Another great play by John Friedman.
He's laying back and waiting.
Kane's doing a nice job of sprinting out, and he's getting to see the whole field. And he's just trying to throw the ball back against his body. I think that's what might be causing him a little problem.
Beitzel gives him the next play, number 27 there. Defense has been doing a pretty good job. I mean, the offensive line is holding them out, but they're putting pressure on Kane enough to rush him just a hair. But he's performing and being efficient on this drive. That time he had enough time, found the open man downfield, Steve Spillman.
Nice throw and catch that time. Fullback Albaugh had an excellent kick-out block where Kane was able to step up and find the open window to hit Spillman for the reception.
Ball is into the 13-yard line. Trojans would like to score very quickly at 43 seconds on the clock. They look short to the short man again. Was it Spillman again?
Yeah, it was intended for Spillman. But I think Kane did a nice job. It didn't throw it in traffic, and ball fell incomplete.
39 seconds to play in the game. 28-7. Crusaders pretty much have salted away the win, but the Trojans want to put up another score. Patton to the right. Eckinger to the left. And Matt Spillman.
He's under heavy rush.
Yep, he's got some room up the middle to the 10, to the 5, to the 2-yard line. Maybe the 1. 31 seconds to play. They'll move the yardsticks to 1st and goal. They'll drop them. And the Trojans come up. They got 31 seconds to try to cross the goal line.
It's an excellent play by Kane. He was under heavy pursuit by 3 Crusader defenders. And you see the speed he has and brings it down to the 1-yard line.
From the 1-yard line, 23 seconds. As they throw it, does he run it? Throws it.
Ooh,
incomplete.
Intended for Spillman, I think.
Well, now that at least the Trojans have a little time to think about whether they can punch this thing in from a yard out or do they continue to throw. Kane had some room to that direction, but going to eat up some time if you don't make it across the goal line if you run wide. Jeremy Lynch, number 41, brings the play in. Goes to his tight end position. Patton to the left. They've got it close. They got Albaugh in the backfield. He takes it. Touchdown.
1 yard touchdown run by the fullback, Kyle Albaugh.
Well, fitting that the record-setting running back takes it in from the 1 yard line to perhaps cap the scoring for the Trojans in a fantastic year. It's 28-13. And Jake Patton will hold for Weekly. It's down, no rush really coming on, and it's through the uprights. 28-14, Trojans trail the Crusaders, 12 seconds remaining.
Tremendous team, tremendous results. Congratulations, Trojans 2005 from Sofer Insurance Agency, serving the area for all your insurance needs in Bolivar and in New Philadelphia.
Everyone at Giorgio's in Wilkshire Hills is behind the 2005 Trojans super season. Giorgio's Restaurant, the perfect place to dine this Thanksgiving. Call for reservations.
Tusky Valley Financial would like to congratulate New Philadelphia, Dover, and Tusky Valley on their fine playoff seasons. Let Tusky Valley Financial make you a winner with extra cash this upcoming holiday season. Located at 111 Front Avenue Southeast in downtown New Philadelphia, Tusky Valley Financial makes consumer loans for any reason during any season. Stop in and see Ken McCauley or call 330-343-8900 for same-day service for your borrowing needs.
Well, obviously the Trojans, Joe, are going to try to get the ball back with 12 seconds to go, down 28-14 as they set up an onside kick.
Yeah, Crusaders got the hands team on.
And it goes less than 10 yards, and it's taken at the 48-yard line. Crusaders will have it, 11 seconds left, and 28-14, they will notch the win. Some of our other Game Time sponsors in this contest, the Bolivar Giant Eagle, Wilkshire Net, Sofer Insurance, Tusky Valley Financial, Giorgio's, the Bolivar Sitco, and Pro Stripe Lawn Care and Landscaping. Our thanks to all those folks for helping us to be able to provide coverage for you at home to see all of our playoff teams this year. And this one, our final one, the last snap for the quarterback. Taken by McBride, goes to the knee, and the Tusky Valley fans applauding their team despite the loss. Final score 28-14 as you watch the teams meet on the field. The Crusaders, again, just you look at the week in, week out schedule that the really tough playoff teams have, the ones that have been through the battles year in, year out. It has to pay some dividends at the end and playing 4 quarters against teams like Tusky Valley.
Yeah, because each week in, week out, you're definitely in for a battle with the type of schedule that Central Catholic plays year in and year out. And not that Tusky Valley doesn't play a tough schedule. The Pack's also excellent competition, because you'll see some teams in that league qualify for the playoffs year in, year out. But I think it was just a night that Central had things clicking on all cylinders, and they came out on top tonight.
We'll begin our wrap up here at Tusky Valley's field. 28-14, Canton Central moves on as they will be 8-3. And the Trojans just dropped their second game in 11 outings, and we'll be back to the field in a moment.
Robinson, Executive Director of the United Way of Tuscarawas County. I was born and raised in Tuscarawas County, and I continue to live here because I believe in this community.
And I'm Michael Hovan, the chairman of the 2005 United Way campaign. I've also chosen to raise my family in Tuscarawas County because it's a place of friendly smiles, walks in the park, and hardworking people who care about their neighbors. The United Way has been working to preserve and improve that way of life in Tuscarawas County since 1942.
For more than 60 years, funding from the United Way has made it possible for dozens of local agencies to help women survive and recover from domestic violence, provide vital services to our senior citizens, give our children mentors and guidance, and lift up the victims of natural disasters.
United Way works because your investment in the United Way produces results. Results that matter, results that help us overcome our problems and needs, results that make Tuscarawas County a special place.
Go Trojans, what a year! Thanks for giving us the great memories. Those words from Bolivar Sitco Station, keeping you on the go day in and day out at the Bolivar exit of I-77.
Yesterday's on the Canal in Bolivar is a great place to eat and relive football games. Great season and congratulations 2005 Tusky Valley Trojans from Yesterday's Restaurant on Canal Street in Bolivar, open 7 days a week till midnight.
Tusky Valley football is the best in 2005. Great job and congratulations from Hostetler Heritage Homes, always offering their best in home construction, a tradition from Hostetler Heritage Homes.
Back at Tuscarawas Valley, the crowd is left, but you know, as long as the lights are on, somebody's going to be playing some football, and it's time for our Ever Complete Care look at this win for Canton Central Catholic, 28-14 over Tusky Valley. Joe?
Okay, and to start that game tonight, first quarter ended up in zeros, and the Crusaders got on the scoreboard first with 23 seconds left before half. Marcelo Natalie, the fullback, recovered a fumble from 2 yards into the end zone, and McBride's point after kick was good. Central went out in front 7-0 at halftime, and then in the 6:23 of the third quarter, Charles Sauter, the tailback, went 33 yards, and McBride's point after kick was good, and Central went out in front 14-0. And then with 55 seconds remaining in third quarter, Spielman had a 1-yard touchdown run, and Weekly's extra point kick was good to make the score 14-7 Central. And at the end of the third quarter, that's where we stood, 14-7 Central Catholic over Tusky Valley. And then to start the fourth quarter with 8:25 remaining in the game, Soldier, the tailback, went 27 yards for a touchdown. McBride's point after kick was good to extend the lead to 21-7. And score at the end of the third quarter was 21-7 Central Catholic. And to start the fourth quarter with 3:10 left in the game, Natalie, once again from the fullback spot, went 2 yards out. McBride's point after kick was good to extend their lead to 28-7. And then in the final 12 seconds remaining in the ball game, the senior Kyle Allball took it in from 1 yard out. Wheatley's point after kick was good, and that's how the scoring ended, 28-14. In our individual stats tonight for the game, first for the Crusaders, quarterback Kyle McBride was 2 out of 6 for 87 yards. Their workhorse was Charles Sauter, 24 carries, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Marcelli Natalie, the fullback, had 8 carries for 25 yards. He scored 2 touchdowns on the ground. And they only completed 2 passes, so both those receptions, one each to Mitchell Anderson. That was for 54 yards, and Mike Fonders had the other one for 33 yards. And for the Tusky Valley Trojans, senior quarterback Mike Kane was 11 out of 23, 1 interception, 141 yards. Kyle Allball didn't have a night that he wanted to remember, but also chipped in with 14 carries for 33 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Steve Spielman had 15 carries, 55 yards, and he had an excellent game for a sophomore. And the leading receiver was Jeff Eckinger, 5 excellent catches for 85 yards tonight.
And that's last wrap-up for high school football for 2005. Joe, it's been a good season. We've got the 3 playoff teams, and then you look at the ECOL, there were 3 playoff teams there. They did all lose in the first weekend, but here you have the PAC champs, and they make the playoffs as well. So good representation from our area leagues. The IVC leader, of course, also Ridgewood making the playoffs. So getting to the playoffs, earning those points, and showing your good stuff on the football field, paying off for our area teams.
Yeah, and especially the season went well for all the teams included, because each team was a part of their conference championship, and that's what their kids are going to remember the most. And postseason is always rewarding, but the kids fought hard tonight, and Central was a very experienced ball club, and they don't make many mistakes in playing their style of football, and that's why they came out victorious tonight.
Our thanks to John Hurst, tournament director here as well, for his help, always taking good care of us when we come to Tusky Valley. Final comments from here in just a moment.
We're here for you at the Chrysalis Counseling Center. We are a private counseling center located right in downtown New Philadelphia. The Chrysalis Counseling Center has many psychological, individual, marital, and family counseling services available. So whether you are preparing for marriage, creating a blended family, or adjusting to changes in life, we are here to help you. Call 330-364-9360 for help and healing to begin.
Congratulations and best wishes to all of our area teams on the football tournament trail from Miller & Miller Insurance on Monroe Avenue in Dover. Visit our website, millerandmillerinsurance.com. Canal Street Diner for a fantastic meal located in the heart of Trojan country in downtown Bolivar. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials daily, Canal Street Diner is a proud supporter of all Trojan events. Get her done, Trojans. It's great to be back in the playoffs, Trojans. Congratulations on a great season from R.U. Stylin'. We're on the move soon to our new location at 148 Tuscarawas Street in Bolivar. This team, tremendous results. Congratulations, Trojans 2005 from Sofer Insurance Agency, serving the area for all your insurance needs in Bolivar and in New Philadelphia.
Everyone at Giorgio's in Wilkshire Hills is behind the 2005 Trojans super season. Giorgio's Restaurant, the perfect place to dine this Thanksgiving. Call for reservations.
Tusk Valley Financial would like to congratulate New Philadelphia, Dover, and Tusky Valley on their fine playoff seasons. Let Tusk Valley Financial make you a winner with extra cash this upcoming holiday season. Located at 111 Front Avenue Southeast in downtown New Philadelphia, Tusk Valley Financial makes consumer loans for any reason during any season. Stop in and see Ken McCauley or call 330-343-8900 for same-day service for your borrowing needs.
Yeah, we'll finally remind you that you can have DVDs for Christmas of all our high school football games, playoffs included. So call Torelli Video for those gifts, as that's the suggestion for the stocking or under the tree. And as our 2005 football season comes to an end, we want to thank all of our regular sponsors for making a great season a reality. And you can see those sponsors one last time here as we list them as our closings coming up. And to you, the viewers, thanks for riding along through all of the regular season and the playoffs. And to the players, coaching staffs, thanks for the enjoyment you've given us. That's another benefit of all the hard work you put in through the summer right up until the final whistle. For us at Torelli Video, Tim Torelli, Joel Day, our graphics people extraordinaire, Jeremy Sanders and Rick Edwards, our sidekicks, Joe Lowry and Willie Grove, and, of course, our director on most games, Ryan Still, and on camera, Ty Similink and Teddy Wanger. I'm Tim Stavanis with his final salute to 2005 high school football. Our final score from this Division IV playoff game, Canton Central Catholic 28, Tuscarawas Valley 14.
...2005 playoff football on Cable TV 2, powered by Torelli Video Productions Incorporated. This game features Division IV action as Canton Central Catholic's Crusaders meet the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans at Tusky Valley High School Field, and is sponsored by DRS Cash Advance, the Soccer Matthias Realty, First Federal Community Bank, Ember Complete Care, Union Hospital, United Way of Tuscarawas County, Dover Philly Federal Credit Union, Chrysalis Counseling Center, Teresa's Children's Apparel, Talmac Construction, Sugar Creek Heating and Cooling, Advantage Bank, Zango, Miller's Clothing and Shoes, Dr. Damon Litzy, TV Specialties, Blackhawk Power Sports,